A minute's coming up. Okay, a minutes. So let me share the slide, the link here. Please, the course reps or anybody, please share it in your the same link I'm sharing many times. Please do share it on your WhatsApp group and tag it that this is YouTube link. But first and foremost, share the Zoom. So the Zoom still has capacity. We are like 86 here. So the Zoom can carry up to 300. So after 300 and anybody trying to log in, if they ask you, how are you logging in? You share the YouTube link to them. Okay, last week, good evening, everybody. That is my recording. All right, good evening, everybody again. Last week, we did some stuff on how to play and manipulate our data. And there were two tasks that I promised that we would do today using Microsoft Excel on Windows. So we will do that. So my method of movement today is we'll cover what we have today quickly, theoretically. Then I will switch over to Excel and handle them one after the other, practical stuff. Now, questions like, sir, could you repeat what you just did now in Excel? I might not be able to entertain such questions. Do you know the reason? The reason is simple. The class is being recorded. So just jot down the topic I was talking about that you would have wanted me to repeat. So specifically, I'm talking about questions that will be on, please just repeat what you just showed us now. So have it in mind that you can always, get the time or the period when that happened. And when you get the recorded video, you can go again and check. Because there are many things we need to cover. And that's why it's being recorded. But assuming it was not being recorded, then I'll be able to, reshow. Yes, some things I will still reshow, that's for sure. But many other things we just have to move on. So I will go through what we have today. The slide looks so big. So whenever you get it, don't be scared or don't be intimidated. Actually, it is not much. How to sort data might take 3 slides, 4 or 5 slides. How to filter might take 4, 5, 6 slides. How to check central tendency might take some slides. So more or less it's empty, nothing more there. And I keep examples per slide. So now the slide looks bloated, but while actually it is not. All right, so let me get our slide. So I'll be fast in explaining, and then we move on to the theoretical part. So why I have two laptops here is, reason is I'll be looking at one laptop with the Excel on it, and the other laptop will be showing me the topics I just covered. So I will look at it, okay, we did sorting. I will now explain and show sorting. The other one, I will look at what I just taught you. I will now explain it. So I will be remembering, and so that I will not jump any topic. Please, I hope this is clear.
Very clear, sir.
Yeah, and I hope there is no echo.
Yes,
Because
sir.
I muted one of my laptops, so there shouldn't be echo at all. So if there happens to be echo, please let me know immediately. All right. So I'm using my another laptop to actually look at how what I'm sharing looks like. Yeah, everything is fine. Yeah. All right. Okay. Today, I know I have not forgotten. I will do the two stores that we couldn't do last week. That's data validation and I think one other two there. I wrote them down. So today we continue. What I can say is in our contemporary modern world, which is data-driven, the ability to organize and manage information efficiently is not just a technical skill. It is a professional necessity. And luckily, Microsoft Excel provides a powerful and accessible platform for structuring your raw data into something meaningful, into something well organized, that will support both your analysis and when you are taking decision. So whether you are handling research data, whether you are handling financial records, whether you are doing your survey, looking at your survey responses, or those in the medical world, you are looking at clinical measurements. Excel enables you to arrange that information systematically, using rows, using columns, using tables, using sorting, using filtering, using data validation tools. Adiogo, please mute yourself. Mute yourself. Let's not forget to mute our microphones. So mastering these foundational skills, ensures nothing but accuracy, clarity, efficiency. And ladies and gentlemen, that forms the essential first step before any complicated, sophisticated, super statistical analysis or advanced computation can take place. But you first need to bring your data into order. So some of the things we'll be doing today will be exciting for those that don't know it, and will be like a repetition for those that already know it. All right, I will not waste more time here. The learning objective is always, helps to, it's like a window into what you are expected to see today. So by the end of, luckily, today's lecture, we should be able to blah, blah, blah on the screen. Organize raw data, sort, convert, use tables, etc. So you get the slide, you can still have your time to look at it. Okay. So we go into sorting first. The topic is what, let me take you back, is organizing and managing your data. And under it, see what is written there. The subtopics, sorting data, filtering, using. So I will go through them now, one after the other, quickly, theoretically. Okay, before you sort or filter, your data structure needs to be properly organized because this is essential. So because a well-organized data, the rules are one, that each column must have a header. And there should be no completely blank rows or columns completely, that you have a total row blank. Then what is it doing there? Or a total column blank inside the data set. And each row represents one record. This is basic data database concepts. A row represents one record, and a column represents one variable. The next table shows that, quick one. I said a row represents one record. We know what are rows. This is a row. Name is a row. Department is a row. Sorry. I'm looking at columns. Let me start with columns. Student ID is a column. Name is a column. Department is a column. Score is a column. Attendance is a column. So each column represents one variable. So this column represents a variable called attendance. This one here I'm pointing at represents a variable called department. Now, when you come to row, each row represents one record. This is fundamental, basic concept in database systems, database management, and the rest. So each row, see a row, this one now I'm moving on. This one row is a record. And if you check, it contains all the possible information about students, Alice. Another is a record. So in a normal database, rows each represents a record, while columns each represent a variable. And more or less, ladies and gentlemen, we use this database that you are looking at now, this one you are looking at. We use it more or less throughout the lecture. But when I go into Excel, I will bring out real live, tables, student tables that we used to work with. But for this lecture, I just brought out a very small table. But when I go to Excel, I will bring out real life student table in Excel that is large enough. So we'll be using this for the theoretical parts. Now, sorting. Sorting arranges data in a specific order. Full stop. So I will still be looking at this slide when I go to Excel, but this is your own turn to look at it. So example, you can sort the scores, students scored from highest to lowest or from lowest to highest. And the steps I've listed it. This step here, 1, 2, 3, I will show it in Excel. However, I normally use the second one. That's why I wrote recommended to sort. So once you get your sort and filter feature, I normally use this. So I will show you today this 1, 2, 3 step and also this. You now choose for yourself which one you would prefer. So it's intuitive. So sorting is to, arrange data in a specific order, ascending order, descending order, alphabetical, etc. Okay. So so if we follow this step listed here, 1, 2, 3, that our table, you get something like this. We sorted, let me go back. So we sorted a score column. See it here? We sorted a score column. Let me go back again. Our raw data was this. Look at it. This was our raw data. See the scores. Remember, this lecture is focused such that we are looking at possibility of having a very large data set. You are looking at just a very simple one that your eyes can quickly look at. This one, you can quickly look at it and tell the highest score and the lowest score. But we are dealing with a score, like, let's say, the entire 100 level students, which could be up to 5,000, 6,000 rows. So have that in mind, that you are dealing with a table that has so many entries. But okay, we are looking at this one now. You can see that the highest is 92. The lowest is 78. Sorry, 74, 67. So the highest is now. You look at it, you see the mistake I'm making, a very simple table, but I'm already making a mistake. Talk less of when it's large. So the largest here is 92. The lowest is 67. So let's apply step 1, 2, 3 on our Excel. And the next table, this is what we'll get. So don't worry, please, don't worry. We're going to do this. You can see the score 92 is the highest, 67 is the lowest. Mind you, please, as you are sorting, the other columns are also automatically following this sorting. So if you check 92, who scored 92 is John. If you look at the raw table, John is the one that scored 92. So we are not saying that this variable is sorted and the other variables remain the same. No, as you are sorting, others follow. All right, that's for sorting. And we sorted just a column. What if you are sorting double column, triple column, multiple columns? We are not just sorting scores. We are also sorting, let's say, let me look at that table and know what I'm sorting. So let's say we are not just sorting score. We're also sorting attendance. Of course, you have to sort based on which one first. Score, then attendance. Or do you want to sort by attendance, then score? That's, if you are sorting by score first, that is highest to lowest or lowest to highest. After you have arranged highest to lowest, you now look at sorting them based on attendance, who has highest attendance, who has lowest attendance. So these are our multiple. I will look at this. I will follow these steps when I open the Excel file. So why use multiple level sorting? It's necessary when you want to group categories first and then rank within each that group. That's about sorting. Filtering. In fact, one of the questions in your workbook will be about sorting and filtering. Grasping the difference. More or less the same, but there's little different. Now, filtering, you're interested in a particular information. Or like in sorting, where whatever you do, you will still see everything, but in a particular order. But in filtering, you might end up not seeing everything. You just need some particular information. Now, in the example which will be tested, the steps is given here. Filtering shows only the data that meets our specific conditions. And in this particular example, the specific condition here is what? We want to view only IT students. So let me go back to our raw data, how it looks like. See department, you have IT, computer science, IT, SE, I don't know what SE means, it doesn't matter. See here, these are departments. Okay, SE, system engineering. So I want to filter this table such that I can only see computer science students or only IT students. So assuming you have this kind of table for Unilag students, 100 level or 200 level, they are many, right? And you want to pick only those from English department. So that's filtering, where filtering comes in. So after applying your filter, you're only seeing students from English language department. You are not seeing every other person. But in sorting, you will see everybody, but in a particular order based on how you sorted it. Is it ascending order, descending order of surnames, or scores, or departments, in ascending order, descending order, etc. So people should just relax. We'll look at this in real world data. So this one you're looking at is for the sake of lecture, so that you have a slide, and the slide will guide you on the steps. All right. So let me go back to filtering. Okay, there are 3 types. First one was this, basic filter, right? Then we go to number filters. So this number B, I will definitely show it. The way it appears in Excel, Windows is slightly different from the way it is done in Mac, iOS. So it was so interesting, excited for me to learn about it in Windows, how to place specific restrictions, specific conditions. You have so many scores. Okay, let me know those that scored A. So if A starts from 80 and above, you can put that condition and you just immediately see those that scored A in the entire University of Lagos. So with human eye, manually, that will be near impossible to do within minutes, within seconds. So remember, filtering shows only, that's a capital letter, only the data that meets your specific condition or conditions. You also have text filters. Guys, this is very simple, really. Very simple. You see how the slide is big. We're already on slide number 10, talking on filters. So apart from filtering, we are dealing with numeric values. What of numbers? Can you filter students based on whose surname starts with O? Only. I want to see those whose surname starts with O. So, okay. Now, using tables in Excel, this is also a very exciting one for you. That is, you have your data on your Excel. Can you convert those range into table? Yes, you will see, there's something on Excel is already a table. But no, you will see the difference. Once it has been converted into a proper table, just a click, your data becomes a table. You will see the interesting features that will now appear that you can use to now play around with your table. And some of those features are what, if you don't know, you need to cram the formula, but here you have it already. Sort, it will sort. Do this, it will do this. So you don't need to be a specialist to be able to start cracking brain. What did they say again? How is it done? You will be seeing the tab there to click. Okay, so this is a step. After doing that, you get a structured table. So we'll also do this. So advantages of tables, automatic filtering, you have your drop-down filters. You will see it, ladies and gentlemen. Your drop-down filters will appear automatically. You will not need to start cracking brain on how to create filters. But before now, just 2-3 minutes ago, I was talking about how to use filters. 2-3 minutes ago. But when you come into using tables, your tables already have those filters that I forced you to cram. So automatic expansion is also another advantage that comes with tables. If you add new rows in your table, any formula you have in that table automatically extends. And formulas become easier to read. Okay, this is a real-world application just brought in here of what I've all just said, sorting, filtering, and using your tables. If you're analyzing your sales, for example, there could be many kind of things you're looking into. Maybe I'm selling, let me say, shoes. Who bought more, men or women? It's just one example. Those buying, are they from where? Are they mostly from Shomolu? Are they from Lagos? Or did they buy online or physical? How much did I make last month and how much did I make this year, this month? What's the difference? Those little analysis you can do that you don't need to hire someone you pay millions to do that for you. Or a teacher. You check. performance and attendance, are they correlating? I filter based on the highest score. Then I filter based on attendance. Let me check. Those that have highest score, are they attending classes mostly or not? Or the opposite, etc. So, and it's also, once you have a structured table, you'll be able to look at the table and tell whether you have like missing information in your records, are they blank cells, etc. There are some common mistakes we make while navigating this part. When you sort a column without selecting the whole data set, let me show you what I mean. The number one, let me go back and show you a table, what I mean. These are raw table. You are sorting based on student ID, for example. You want to sort this student ID from ascending order, from the lowest ID to the highest. This is already sorted, but let's say we are sorting it. Or let's say, okay, we want to sort it from the highest matric number to the lowest. That's from the highest student ID to the lowest student ID. You want to sort this table based on this. Now, if you select only this column will change. And that's a catastrophic error. You understand? Student ID Fatima has 105. You went and sorted only student ID. Now 105 comes up. It is now Ali's student ID, which is totally wrong. So the first mistake is making sure that every column is captured. But yes, you are sorting based on the column with the name student ID. But every column is captured, meaning that our student ID is being sorted. Every other column will follow suit appropriately. So that's a major mistake we do when sorting. Now, which other one? Blank rows inside data sets. What is blank row? You have student number one, this is matric number, blah, 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 details, name, surname, blah, blah, blah. Second one, another student. Then his or her details are missing in some particular boxes. Or even a total row, empty. Student matric number one, student matric number two, the details are there. Then student matric number no three, nothing. But there is a row there. Then you go next to student matric number three. So having blank rows also will play a big, will distort your action of filtering or sorting. Then missing column headers. Your column should have headers now. Kilo day, student ID or matric number, and it is not indicated that it is a matric number. So how will you know? And filtering will trigger an error. Tell you that, what am I filtering? So the columns must have headers. So then the last one, which also we always do, is mixing things up. In the space for people's names, you are seeing text, that's letters. You're also seeing number. Birth dates, date of birth. Are you using only numbers, or are you using it as a phrase? That's 1st December, it should be 1/12/2020, something you were born. So you keep to a particular, let it be consistent, particular format, either text or number. Unless, okay, street address, has it's alphanumeric, then that is understandable. Okay. So these are short quiz questions. So when you have time, look at it, answer them. You get the slide. The key takeaways here, it's also on the screen. What sorting does and what filtering does. Then table comes in and it tells us the three of them, 1, 2, 3, that's proper data layout. The three of them mix for proper data layout, and having your stuff well cleaned up is critical. Now, freezing panes and managing worksheets. These, I'm talking them, but we are going to do them. I want to be fast enough so that we can start remain practical. So freezing panes in Excel. See what I mean by panes. I'm not going to say here. Let me go to the raw data. See a data now. This row is a pen, P-A-N-E. So this is a pen. This could be a pen too. I can call this pen, any. So freezing means, you will agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, if this now has like 1 million students, if you start scrolling down, I don't know whether you've noticed that in Excel to be shown. This major row here that contains student ID name will go up, and you'll not be seeing it again when you are scrolling down. So you might scroll down to students at serial number 500. You will not be seeing the header again. So you will not know again which one is representing what. That's now you are seeing student ID. So you know that if I look at SE, I can quickly look up and say, this is department row. If I look at 90, I can quickly look up and say, this is attendance, not score. But if I keep on scrolling down, I might at one point confuse score column and attendance column because both are numbers. Or if you have surname and first name, I might confuse which one is again is surname, which one is last name, and I will be forced to go up to go check the titles of the headers. So these are what I call freezing and pins, sorry. And freezing them is very, very, very important. Why? Once you freeze, when you scroll up or scroll down, the row will still remain there. You go down to the 1 millionth student, the row will be there and you still be seeing the headers. That's for row. You also have freezing the column. Maybe the matric numbers listed with this example, put it back. You don't want this to disappear. If you start going to the right, this student ID will disappear, letter name will go, department will go. So, but you would like the student ID to remain. So that as you are scrolling down, name will disappear, department will disappear, score will disappear, attendance, date of birth, local government, you'll be meeting them, while student ID will still remain freezed. So it's easy, to compare. This student ID, okay, this is student, this is a local government, this is a street address, etc. So when working with large data sets, headings may disappear as you scroll. That's the takeaway. So freezing panes keep specific rows or specific columns visible while scrolling. So you should be able to, freeze rows, freeze columns, freeze both column and row, and unfreeze them. And you will understand how to use not only freezing the top row or the first column. What if you want to freeze second row, third row, or second column, third column? So we'll look at that. So this is a story about freezing, which I will come to. So I wouldn't want to dwell on that. That's freezing the top row. The steps are here. So that should calm you down when you get the slide. And the steps written here are the ones on Windows. All right. Freezing the first. So the first was A, freezing top row. Second, B, freezing the first column. Then the third, C, freezing multiple rows and multiple columns. More than one row, more than one column. And the steps are indicated there, which I will look at. Okay. And important here is that Excel freezes all rows above selected cell and all columns to the left of the selected cell. So wherever you pick your cell, this is very important. Let me take row and show you. Excel just tells you how to freeze this column I'm hovering on, this row I'm hovering on, and this column. But there is a trick. If you take your mouse and click here now, see here, what we are saying is that Excel will freeze when you click freeze. When you have clicked here, for example, Excel will freeze all the rows above this, all the rows. That means this row will be freezed, this row will be freezed, this row will be freezed. That's if you click here before touching on freeze. It will freeze all the rows above and all the columns to the left of this. So there are two columns to the left of this column and this column. Another example, I click 90 and then touch freeze. It will freeze this row 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my hand touched. That's when you touched on 90 before clicking freeze. That's the rows it will click, and it will click the following columns. All the columns to its left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what this important rule is saying. That's what it's saying. Read the green box. All rows above selected cell, all columns to the left of selected cell. That's what it's saying. Okay. Then managing your worksheets. This one should be easy. Excel files, we call them workbook. They can contain more than one worksheet. When you open your Excel now, you are writing something, but you can create another sheet. So I will show you. By default, the first sheet you're opening is called sheet 1. That's the name. So you can create another sheet in the same document without having to go and create another another Excel file. And I think what I'm saying, some of you grasp what I'm saying. So we'll see how to insert a new sheet, create more than one sheet. So simple, guys, ladies and gentlemen, on this, how to create more than one sheet in a simple workbook, renaming them. So guys, this is why your slide is big. So when you get the slide, please don't panic. See, deleting them. And there is a warning here, which I might not remember to tell you again, that unlike when you delete a file on your Windows, it goes to your recycle bin. You can always retrieve it. Let's say after a while, when you have deleted a file. In fact, I think in Windows, the recycle bin remains there until you go there to delete it, unless you configured it such that delete my files after 100 days. But in Excel, like your sheets, you have 3 sheets, you are deleting one sheet, you cannot recover it. Once it's deleted, it's deleted. That's why when you want to delete it, it asks you, are you sure? Now, moving your worksheets. You have one Excel file open.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Can you do, sorry, good evening.
Yeah.
You said if you delete this thing, you cannot recover it.
Yes.
Even if you do undo, you cannot recover it.
You cannot. You cannot.
Okay,
You
sir.
cannot. Yeah. In fact, you can be trying it small. You cannot recover it. So that's why it is very key in the first lecture I had that whenever you want to start manipulating anything, common sense tells us that go and copy it and keep a copy somewhere. Just in case. Just in case. Best put it in the cloud. Just in case. You might start working on a very large data that you will get confused and you want to redo. And the redo will lead you to confusion. Yeah. So yes, to your question, if you do redo, it does not come back. But try, please. Maybe it has started coming back. Who knows? New updates. Okay. We'll look at copying worksheets. That's you want to copy your worksheet, create a duplicate, or you want to copy it and put it in a new, a workbook, in a new Excel file. When I say Excel file, some of us will understand it faster than when I say a new workbook. It's the same thing by Excel file. Then changing the color, why do we need to change? I have so many sheets on one workbook. Sheet 1, you can make it red. Sheet 2 might be green. So once you see red, you know that this is danger or this is a more important file than sheet 3 and sheet 4, etc. So you can hide your worksheets. So maybe you wrote there, I love you, sir, or I love you, ma. And you don't want papa, mama, wife, or husband to see what you wrote. So that worksheet can be hidden. Of course, I'm joking because you can also unhide it. So the person you are hiding it from can also come and unhide what you hid. But at least it's for work purpose, or you're on your desk, you are called immediately to answer, the boss is calling you. At that moment, since you're not staying long, can just hide your sheet you are working on. When you come, somebody passing will not have an idea that you hid. He will just see your screen and go his way, not knowing that out of the 10 sheets, one is hidden, is hiding. Unless they send the person from your village, for example, then wahala dey. Then this is the best practices when you are dealing with large workbooks. Use meaningful sheet names, group related sheets together, use consistent formatting, free spans for usability, protect important sheets, that's hiding and unhiding, and avoid too many blank sheets. Sometimes on our Excel file, we open or create too many sheets that are really not useful. Some are plainly blank. Okay, this is a real world example that you are dealing with one Excel file. And inside it, you have sheet 1 that is the student raw scores, then sheet 2 attendance, sheet 3 summary, sheet 4 charts dashboard. So in such, you can freeze the header. That's the header, student ID, student matric number, name, score. That first row, you can freeze it. You can rename the sheets clearly. Sheet 1, you can call it raw student data. Sheet 2 can be attendance. Well, as you are seeing on the screen. And you can color them. The raw, that's the main data you have. So you can color it red. That tab can be colored red. So let me know next time they will come to that. These are common mistakes. You have frozen some things and you forgot to unfreeze them. You are freezing the wrong cell. Yes, please, Joaquin Nadoze.
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, sir. Please, I stand to be corrected. Though mine is just for me to get more clarification on what you're teaching us.
Okay, please.
So are you saying that if I have an Excel file which I saved on my desktop and I delete it, which means that the file will be in my recycle bin, that I cannot restore it back to my desktop?
No, that's not what I said. I said when you have the Excel file, that Excel file can carry more than one sheet. You understand what I mean by sheets?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you create sheet 1, you create sheet 2, you create sheet 3. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So I'm saying if you delete sheet 1, not if you delete the entire file.
Okay, sheet 1. Okay. Understood. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
someone was bringing something. So I said, try and let me know whether if you delete sheet 1, whether you'll be able to recover that sheet 1, not the entire file, but the sheets while you're working on that document.
You can't experiment it, sir. Thank you.
All right. So don't mind that I'm moving so fast because the main thing is in Excel I will open. So don't mind, please, I'm moving so fast. But I need to just, talk on my slide. Descriptive statistics. Well, for those that know mathematics, this is very simple. The mean, median, mode of the data you are dealing with. And if you can see mean, median, mode, they are dealing with mostly numeric data. So they answer questions like, what is the average score of this? How spread out are the values? What is the highest? What is the lowest value? So this one should just take off 5 minutes to deal with mean, median, mode, range, variance, standard deviation. So I have a slide. You have just a sample table. And these are the formulas to find mean, median, mode. We'll do it. We are assuming that your data is listed under cell B2 to cell B11. B2 is on your Excel document, the columns A, column B, column C, column. So this is assuming that it's B2 to B11, but we'll just look at mean, median, mode so remember, median is used when data contains extreme values. Like you're looking at scores, everybody is failing, but like people are having 10 over 100, 15 over 100. Generally, there you have somebody that is having 80 over 100. So when you look at the median, that 80 over 100 might not really influence the median. Yes, you have somebody that had 80 over 100, but you check the median is going to fall within failure. Those are fair. Now, mode identifies and returns the single most frequently occurring number. That's where it's mode. This is it. Single, this means single. This is a formula already there. So it returns the single most frequently occurring number within that range you selected, B2 to B11. So if, like for example, you have multiple values tied for the highest frequency, you have more than one value that is occurring more than once. So this formula will return error. Error means there is no mode. Doesn't mean that you are wrong. It means there is no mode. So if no number repeats, then it will also return error. Sorry. If no number repeats, it will return error. Error means no mode. All of them have equal frequency. But if you have like 2, 3, 4 numbers out of the 1 million numbers you are looking at, maybe 2, 3, 4, occurred 5 times each, then it will return the one that appears first in your data. So if you have 7 appearing 5 times, you now have 23 appearing 5 times, you have 90 appearing 5 times. 3 of them, are appearing 5 times. The rest are appearing once. The formula will return first. That's 7 that appears first on your data sets as the mode. Okay, remember, testing this on a very small data set should not deceive us because you can see it and start arguing, but this one appears. We are talking about when you are dealing with a table that has 500, 1,000, 6,000, 100,000 rows. That's when you start appreciating these functions. Range, that's the difference between the lowest number and the highest number. It could be applicable, who knows where. And variance. Variance is all about telling us variance and even standard deviation.
Hello,
Standard
sir.
deviation is the square root of variance.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question on the mode just mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, so if for the example you gave and for the equal frequency, let's say 723 that you mentioned, they appear at the same time, and you are trying to test the data. So
Okay.
is there any way we can know? Is there any way we can know?
Know
Because
what?
if, for example, is there any way we can know that other data, they have the same frequency? Because if the data pick the first one, say 7, so if
Which
someone
is
now
wrong.
concludes that, yes, 7 is the
I get
mode,
your question.
whereas there are some other data, there are some other one that appear
I understand
that have
it.
the
So
same
it
frequency.
will be wrong to just be seeing 7. What if you also need to see the 23 and know what it is, right?
Yes, that's my concern.
Okay, so we will do
can you
mode.
advise on that?
Yeah, we will do mode when we go to Excel. That's what I want to test. I want to test whether I can do away with this single. Single means single number. I think that's where the issue is coming out. Let me see whether we do away with single and use the formula mode and see what comes up. Do you get me? Hello?
Yeah, I get you.
So when I come to this, I will first use this formula, then I will remove dot single and see whether it will bring out, cases where you have more than one mode. Okay.
All right.
This for modern measures of dispersion, range, variance, standard deviations. I was saying that in statistics, never you run away from variance and standard deviation. They are the same, just that standard deviation is the square root of variance, but they are talking about the same. What are they talking about? They are quantifying how much individual data points are far or close to the mean. Let me show you. I'm just writing dots. This might be your data points, right? And the mean, let me indicate it with blue. I've drawn one data. Let me go with another data now below. Let me just do as if it resembles this one. Then let me use blue to show the mean. See where mean is. Sorry. Let me put mean here. Now, in the first one, the standard deviation is small, meaning that most of the data points are clustered as close as possible to the mean. Most of the data points are clustered as close as possible to the mean. But in the second example, see blue is a little bit far. I'm just demonstrating it. Here, standard deviation is big. That is, most of the data points are not clustered as close as possible to the mean. The blue here means mean. Blue here means mean. So, and these measures are very, very important. If I say that if you know the mean and you know standard deviation, it is a very powerful tool with you. For example, if I'm told that the average height of students in your class is 170 cm, right? The average height is 170 cm. That's the mean. And I'm told that the standard deviation is 5 cm. It means most of the people in the class are from 165 cm in height to 175. The mean is 170. So most of the students are from 165 cm to 175. The standard deviation is 5 cm. That means many people, most of you guys are of the same height. So if I'm coming to the class and I know this information and my height is 120 cm, I'm in trouble. Everybody will be saying that I'm very short. Or I'm very, very, very tall, 200 cm. Everybody will vote that I will be the captain of our basketball team. This is a simple example, but gives you very big insights. Assuming the mean is 170 cm, the same as I just said, but the standard deviation is 50 cm. That means the height in the class minus 50 plus 50. That means the variance is too high, that you cannot, the data is scattered, the data is not consistent, the data is clustered. These are the various ways they use in statistics. So, and then think a while and look at areas where this can be applied in your business and whatever. So standard deviation, variance, they are the same. Standard deviation is the square root of variance, but we are in Excel really, so I shouldn't be even talking about the formulas deep. I just had to just talk about what they are giving us. So standard deviation is easier to compare with our data because it is in the same unit with our data. Y variance is squared. Standard deviation is square root of that squared. All right. And the second to last slide, finding the minimum, finding the maximum of your range, counting how many they are, the numbers, how many they are, and counting everything, including numbers and the letters. So all right. And these real world applications, again, in education, in business, your human resource, etc. Now, a minute, I will be closing this to go to Excel. And so 1 minute, give me a minute. Let me change my mouse to this. Yeah, let's go here now. So I'll have to mute myself here. The sound will change a bit from one system to the other. So just a minute, please. So I will still have to be looking at these slides. Okay. So I have to make this person host. So I've been made the host. All right. So for me now, I need to be looking at my slides, go through all these. Okay. The first we talked about was sorting, right? Sorting our data. So let me get real life file here. I have them playing to see if it will be a problem. Let me open my Excel file. Let me get a good one. Mark it is here. Yeah, let me copy it. I'm coming, I just creating the table. Real, not for real. Okay, have it here. Next, DA, exam score. The matric number. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me share it from the system. It's yeah. Sharing it. Right. We all see the screen and my voice because it's a new system. I know the quality of my voice might change. Or can we? Gosh, what happened now?
Yes, we can see the screen and we can hear you.
You can hear me. All right. So what can you read there? The titles, matric number, name, right? CA score, exam score, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, in fact, I can be looking at it here, but it doesn't matter. All right, so I want to put it at the middle. Okay, let me just start quickly. So have in mind, you are not seeing what I'm seeing. I'm looking at the slide that we just looked at now. Sorting data, the first one was, sorting scores from highest to lowest. This is a score, an exam, students, their name, their CA, their exam score. This is how our mark sheet looks like. The one we upload, it doesn't carry the total score. When you upload it, the system will now calculate the total score. So, what you will see in the system is now the total score. So, for example, the first person here, the total score will be 4, 5, 6, 63. Yeah. So now, sorting. Let me sort this data based on lowest exam score to highest exam score. I just want to sort it. And my eyes is on my second system to look at exactly what I showed you. That you select any cell in the score column. So exam score, I'm sorting based on lowest to highest. Okay, so I've selected. Now you go to data. Where it is blocking my view. 1 minute. 1 minute. On your, let me remove this, blocking my view a little. Okay. So see data. Hope you are seeing it. Let me check here. Okay, there is data. See data here. See data. I'm shaking hand. Data. If you read your Excel says you go to data. So I've gone to data. So let me click it. I've clicked it. And it said sort. Go to sort. This sort. Ladies, I don't even need to, ladies and gentlemen, I need to, once you click data, you can see many things that are coming up now. And I remember telling you that I will show you the steps, but then I will show you the one I recommend. The one I recommend is just beside it filter. But let me go with sort first. Say click data, I click data, then I come to sort. Now, most of these things we can sort by I choose the one I want. Choose the one I want. I want to sort by exam score. All right. What is here? I'm looking at it with you. Their value is nothing here. Smallest to largest. Are we seeing it? Or largest to smallest? So I'm doing smallest to largest. I click OK. And things have been sorted. Exam score, someone that scored 0. Someone that scored 20. 21, etc. Highest. That's one. Let me redo what I did. There's something I want to check. Banks, this person Banks Anthony 020. Let's see whether it's actually 2024. Let me redo. So help me to check where Banks Anthony is. This is the original data we had. That's it here. 2024. That's one. Somebody raise hand, just a minute, please, a minute. Now this took long. It took long. What you can do, the one I say recommended, make sure you get your filter. You select the whole, no, let me not jump too much. Just select the headers. You select the headers. See, I've selected. Let me remove hand again. Let me go again. Select. You just click, drag. You have selected the headers, right? You come to filter. See filter. Click on it. You have filter. You are good to go. You are good to go to do whatever you want to do. Let me go back again. I come to the header. I selected. See filter. If filter was not showing, filter might not be showing sometimes. See, for example, this is the original way it will look like. You go select, right? Come to your data. See data. You click filter. You click filter. You can see something appear. All these drop down appear. Now, see, let me click. I click. Many things I can do here. Many things I can do here. See, for example, sort smallest to largest. If I click, everything will be sorted. It has been sorted. Let me go back. Sort, let me click there again. Sort largest to smallest. Sorted. Let me go back. Sort by color, we didn't color anything, so no problem. The number filters, I think I have that particular slide, but I can still do it here. See, sort, you want to check those that scored above 40 in your exam. Above 40, right? So, greater than or equal to. If you want to say 40 and above is greater than or equal to, then you put the number 40. 40. Another rich trials you can do, but this is just to look for those. And what happened here now? Wait, let me redo. Okay, these are original. Number filter greater than or equal to let me say 60. I want to check something. Exam score 60. Okay, nobody scored more than 60. Okay, that's what it's telling us. Nobody indeed. I want to get something. I want to check. Okay, let me say 45. Greater than or equal to 45. Okay, number filter greater than or equal to 45. What will happen? So you can easily trace how many people got A, how many people got B, how many people got whatever you are checking. It is, ladies and gentlemen, when you are dealing with a very big data. I always think Control Z. Most of you know that's how to undo what you have done. Control Z. These are raw data. Many things you can do on exam. You can also do them on this is a numerical this thing. But now look at NEM. Here is sorting. I also talked about that. Sorting based on from ascending order or descending order of the alphabets. Anyone you click now, A comes first before B, etc. So this could be important. You might have students, you want to know all the students from all states, or all the students from Ogun State, whatever. There could be other text filters, you see. I'm just trying it with you here now. See, text filters, begin with, you see, end with. So if I say begin with, I can write, I can see there are two Belos here. So let me just write Bale, the people's names that start with Bell. Then Belo, two Belo. Okay. Sorting, then I go to filter. Filter, I've already done it straight away when I included the filter. Now, well, let me apply it now well. I use filter, but to do sorting. Let me use filter to filter. Remember, sorting is that you arrange the data in a particular order, but you are seeing everything still. But in filtering, which I've done a little now, unknowingly, you will just get particular data that meets your criteria. Remember, I just checked those are scored 40 and above. See, you are filtering your data now, you are not sorting. So you are not seeing everybody, you just see those that are 40 and above. For name, I checked those whose name start with or whose surname start with BELL. That was filter. But the sorting was when I checked alphabetically from A to Z or from Z to A. So that's the difference between filter and sorting. But remember, it took some time explaining it theoretically, but it is done there. Let me go to my next slide. So I'm looking at my slide to move on. Now, converting this, you will say, sir, what you have is stable. I know what I have is stable, but once you convert it to a proper table, I've already done it, in my own way. I want to go to how the table works initially. This is what we have before. So your slide number 11 is talking about converting your range into using tables in Excel. Sorry, somebody is saying something. Is it slide? Okay, I think it's not directed to me. So please, let's move to ourselves. So converting this to table. So the way I do it on iOS is totally different from the way it is here, and it's so nice to feel. Just select your table, select whatever you are seeing here, Control T, it will become table. That's cool, very, very cool. You select your entire table. By the way, I'm yet to learn how to select entire table in a one click, but select an entire row. If this row now, this matrix number row is 1 million, you can select it by clicking Shift, Control, and your down arrow. Just select it, all of them. Shift plus Control plus down arrow, 3 at a time, you hold them. For the whole table, I know some gurus here should be able to type. Let me see whether this will help. If you go like this, Shift, Control, yeah. So you just select the entire column, Shift, Control, down arrow to get your whole table, because this table might be very big. So, but your own target is select the whole table. If you don't know how to do it, I'll click and be dragging until you drag all of them. All right, so mine, I've selected everything, Shift, Control, down arrow. Now, convert it to table. They say it's Control T. Let me click Control T. Now, I ask you, where is the data for your table? It's asking you, is it everything is selected? Yes, you don't need to do anything here. Okay. So click OK. See your table. Of course, you can go to your right here. See where I'm hovering here. And click here and change the colors. For example, if I click here now, if I click here, it becomes a color and it continues. The atomic range is here. Doesn't matter. So let me just pick the one I've picked. It's now a table. And once it's a table, you can do many things here. Both the one Dr. Nwohiri taught you and the one that Nwohiri did not teach you. First, see, it has added filter that I was showing you how to add. Why will you learn how to add it? Make it a table and it will add for you. See this filter, this drop down, it is there. By the way, here you can remove everything and select only those that score 21. You click OK, you see 21. You will not see any other thing. Control T. Now the other thing, let me go to data. I should be able to bring out many things here. And many things we are seeing here now, many, which I didn't teach, but which you can really take advantage of. You will remember text to column. Madam, Mrs. Teresa should at least remember that one. Text to column. Do we remember? Now, when we want to divide our column to text, sorry, I want to divide a column into two. For example, let's say TNAME. TNAME here. I'm trying to show that text to column TNAME. And you see, in a good practice, it is not good to have the names all in one lane. You should have surname, first name, middle name, or last name, first name, middle name. Let me see whether I can apply the text to column. Let me assume, I don't know, actually, I don't know how to use it here. So, but see here, you can see text to column is there. So let me start experimenting. Maybe common sense tells me what column are you dealing with? Is it this column you want to divide into different three columns? Yes. So let me click Shift, Control, arrow, that column. Now I'm clicking here, see where I'm hovering, here. So let me click it. Just to column. Let me look at what it's telling me. Okay, characters such as commas or tabs separate each field. Everything is fine. I click next. This is where it's telling me what should I see before I divide that column. So let me just close and go back. Look at what we want to delete. Someone guess, what should I see before I divide the column? I want to divide the column into name, surname, name. What should I see before I divide? After that name, what is coming up? Space. After someone, space. So if you see space, divide. That's what that thing was showing us. So let me go back again. Let me select the entire column. Now I go to text to column. See it here. I click. The first stage, if you have time, go and read about it, but it's by default fine. Next, this is here. So if I see space, divide. And indeed, when I click space, I'm not yet clicking it. Look at this box. It will be showing us something. It will be showing, when you click, it will show you how your table, this box here I'm hovering at, to show you how your table will look like when you eventually divide. So let me click space. Are you seeing it now, ladies and gentlemen? So I've divided it. I have not implemented. Let me remove space. Let me use comma. There is no comma, so nothing will divide. Semicolon, there is no semicolon in our data, nothing will divide. So space, it will divide. So next, now you're going to have it. Still showing you. Then finish. There's already data here. Do you want to replace it? Yes. Yeah. Okay, I know what they asked. Let me go back. Next to columns. Next. I've chosen space. Next. Finish. So it's asking me there is data here. TA, there is a score here. There is something here. Once you divide this name column, I think the question is the two columns that you are bringing, they might replace this. Do you want to? Say no. So that means I'm coming. Yeah. Mary Jane, please go ahead.
Okay, so I want to
I
mention
need to
that
insert.
the reason why you're having this is because you didn't select where you
This
want
select
the
destination.
data.
I
The
think
destination,
so.
exactly, yeah. So
Thank
you
you
have
very
to,
much.
on that table, you have to select where you want it to go to.
Wait, I'm coming. See what I want to test. Let me see whether this will happen. So I copied out what was in column 1 and column 2 and placed it here. So let me see whether naturally whether it will place it here. So I go back here, shift control arrow. Wait, where did I click? Go back here, okay. Shift control arrow. Then next column, next space. Let me see whether it's automatically pick it there. Finish. Wait. It goes. All right. So we have the name, the column 1, so you can name them now. I don't know which one is their surname and the last name. Doesn't matter. Name 1, surname, first name, middle name. It goes. You splitted the data. So simple. So if you have like millions, just 1 second, you have split it. Why is it good than to have all in one? You will be able to, sort based on surname. You can sort based on name. You can sort based on. So if you are looking for somebody whose first name is Samuel, it's so easy. Yes, you come here, click on this. All of them here, Samuel. You can search for it here. I saw Samuel, or you can go to your text filter, anyone, and just pick Samuel. It brings me people whose first name is Samuel. Okay. I hope you are following. I'm moving strictly based on the slide. So we are done with sort. And then freezing pen. This is the one I was rushing to do. We need to do it, freezing our pen. So I'm going back to what we had before. So let me just go back to our original raw data. This was our original. Yes, yeah, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, to take you back a bit. Is it possible to go over that, how you separated the names again? I don't know if it's possible.
Yeah, please. Of course. Why not? See, which column do you want to separate? Name. So you have to select it. So I was just using the first method to select that column you want to separate. Shift control arrow, or select the way you want to select. I've selected. Now go to text to column. But sorry, when you open your normal Excel, you will not be seeing see where I'm moving. You will not be seeing it directly. See what you'll be seeing. Normally, this is how your Excel will look like when you open it. Normally. So let me start from here. So you go to the column that you want to separate, select that column, and you come to data. See data here. It's when you click data that you see text to column. Text to column, here I said leave it, just move on. Well, you can, at your own free time, read about what is fixed with. But my mind or what I'm teaching is limited. So this is fine. Here you are not doing anything. You click next. And the good thing is when you are not choosing, here, see here below where I'm hovering, it will show you how your eventual data will look like, right? So you are separating that your column based on space. Someone's name, after surname, there was a space, then name, then space, then middle name. So you want to divide your column based on that. That's why we are selecting space. Assuming that name, those names were not spaced. Maybe they wrote name, comma, first name, comma, then middle name. Then the one I will be selecting is comma, this one, comma. But there is no comma, that's why nothing will so it's space that I will select. Then I click finish. But before I click finish, what we noticed is, so listen, sir. Once you divide this into 3 or into 4, into whatever you are dividing will come to your right. The system is telling you something here already. Do you want to replace it? If you say no, then nothing will happen. So immediately I realized that I had to copy out these 2 columns. Why did I choose? Mute ourselves. So mute ourselves. So why did I select two columns to move? So that we create space for the splitting. Why did I select two? Why didn't I select one? Because here, I've looked at the data. I know that 3 columns are going to be created from here, 3. So one will be here, another one will be here, another one will be here. Almost, so 2 places needs to go. So that's why I chose the 2 and shifted them. What did I do? I just copy. Cut them, not even copy, cut. Create space there. So I cut and place them here. So that there will be 2 space here. The eventual splitting. For the eventual splitting. That the splitting will come and take over here. Nothing will happen. So I go again, select the whole column. Sorry. Select the whole column. Wait, so someone is raising at just 1 minute. Let me answer the question someone asked. Then this, then next, then space. I've chosen space, that's why it's already here. And it's showing me here how it's going to look at the end of the day. So am I okay with this? Yes. Then next, what says general text? This is fine. This is fine. Then finish. Decrease and put them in the space I created. So the column B has been split into 3, 1, 2, and 3. Is that clear? The ask question?
Yes, it's clear. So if you don't create space, it will not work, right?
Yes, yeah, that's clear. And I understand that. If you don't create the space, where are you putting what is being created? Nowhere. So you have to shift that space.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I wanted to show, by the time, I hope I'll be able to go back to the original data. This is the original, yes. Now I want to freeze. See now, see what is happening. Total number of students here, they are like 50, how many do we miss here? So there are 53 students. And I want to see the last students, right? Now, see, let me look at what I'm even showing you guys, whether it's showing well. Yeah, I want to go and look at the last student. So I'm scrolling. I've reached there. Okay, this is the last student. What is 24? I can't remember again. What is 26? Which one is the exam score? Which one is the CA score? Yes, I know you know which one is which because it's a very small, table. So, but you can get confused because you can't see the heading again. So you have to start scrolling back. What if there are 20 million? Will you start scrolling down, come and see the heading? Okay, this is one is CA, this one is exam. So the job of freezing pen is to make this, the header, freezed. It can never move out. As you scroll up, scroll down, it's still there. So that's what freezing is doing. So how do we do it? I want to follow strictly what I gave you on the slide. So you go to view. If I did not select anything, this is just your table. We go to view, see view, and there should be something freeze around here. See here, freeze. Freeze pen. So let's click there. It will be a drop down. See the 3. These are the 3 things, and these are the 3 slides you had. So freeze top row. Top row. This is the second one here. Because why is it top row? That's the first row now we are having. So this is the top row here. If I click on it, your top row is now freezed. Oh yeah, let's scroll. Are you seeing? I'm scrolling. But you can still see this. This is a very, very good feature. Very good. When the rows here you have are many, you will not be scrolling up and down. Or even when the columns are many, you will not be scrolling up and down to be checking what is what, especially when you are dealing with so many numbers. Or here, assuming this table has been split. If I would have split it, you will not know which one is surname again, which one is middle name, which one is first name. But here we are, it has been freezed. So you can unfreeze it. You go back there, you can Ctrl Z, or you can go back there, freeze pen, see unfreeze. It has changed to unfreeze. You click on freeze. So now it is going out again. That's for this. The column. What of the row, matric number, especially if you are dealing with a key column, unique column like matric number, NIN, stuff like that. What do we do? It's also on the slide. It is just the same way. You are not touching anywhere. Your table is there. I did not select anything. The table is just there. You go to freeze pane, freeze first column. First column is your matric number column. Freeze it. Oh yeah, see, it's still there. Assuming this table continues, you will just be going. You are seeing the matric number. So down here. Here may be column of local government. If you don't have this here, you will not know which student is which. For example, let me remove the freezing. Let me start fresh. So let me unfreeze. Okay, so you see, if I move now, matric number is gone. I move down. Maybe here is local government. And they wrote here, Shomolu local government. Which students? I don't know. I can't see. It's very far away. So you should start scrolling down again, to come and know which student. So that's why you need to freeze the column. So that as you are moving, the student is still showing. So the column will normally freeze, of course, are the unique columns. Or maybe a column of interest to you, must not be unique. The column that you want to still be seeing, maybe your sales volume, you still want to be seeing it, and you move across the months. What was the sales volume? Okay, so let me unfreeze this. Then the last that about freezing, where you had important rule. We talked about freezing this and freezing this. Row first column. What if you want to freeze all this? Tables might be a reason where your table is. You want to freeze this and this. What do you do? That's the question. So every cell above what you selected will be freezed. And of course, all columns to the left will be freezed too. So let me highlight this so that we know what we want to freeze. Let me just highlight it. Let me make it color. Oh, sorry. Away. What happened? Okay. No, not this. Not this. Not this. Windows share. Tire. Oh yeah, those are expensive. How do I get back to that my file? How did it disappear? Recent. Let me click recent. This is recent. Okay, a minute. Let me see. All right. Well, let me create a new one here straight away. So we have our new. It's the same file. It's the same. Let me shift it a bit. We are dealing with the same file. Okay. So, and I said that let us freeze the first 3 rows. All right. So let me just highlight it red, just to know what we are freezing. So if I click here and then go and click freeze, all the rows on top of where I click will be freezed. That's this, and this row will be freezed. And all the columns to the left will be freezed. There is nothing to freeze to the left. So I'm trying to give you an example why you should click here if you are just trying to freeze only the columns. Because if you come and click here, for example, yes, all the 3 red rows will be freezed. However, this column will be freezed because it's on the left of the 34 I clicked. This column will be freezed. This column will be freezed. So, but if you choose here, no column to the left will be freezed. It's only rows will be freezed. So let's check. I've clicked there and go to our freeze pens. Remember, is go to view. Then you will see the freeze pens here. Let me click on it. Now, freeze pens, freeze top row, freeze column. So it should be first one. It should be first one. I click on it, freeze. So let's scroll. Are we seeing? It has been freezed. Let me see column. Column, you see nothing freeze in column. Nothing. Let me unfreeze. Now let me choose here 22. 22 I click. I put freeze pen. I click freeze pen. All the red is freezed. Can see. I click on 22 before I click freeze. Let's see column. Before I move, I can tell her B will be freezed and A because all the columns to the left of 22. So C. So that's the trick. If you want the column and the row, you want freezed. So let me unfreeze everything. Okay, that's on that. Then what else? Managing your worksheets. These are simple ones. Let me look at how. Okay. Oh, your screen is very clear. Many things are blocking my view. Zoom menus are just blocking my view. Okay, let me raise this thing up, or can I close it? No, I don't know where to keep it. It's blocking my view. But please, if you have questions, yes, please ask. Please, ask question. Ask question.
Yes,
Ask question.
from my system, it's not showing the freeze pane. Instead, it's showing view macros.
Wait. There is this, they call it two-pack. Thank God that you were even also following up. Wait, there is this two-pack, how to enable it, 1 minute. They call it tools you used to work, pack. You have to enable it. Wait. It's enabled. I'm checking, please, for you to see. But that freeze pen should come naturally. It shouldn't be under 2 packs actually. But minutes. Okay, so follow what I'm doing and let me see. Should be. But first and foremost, when you click view, you are not seeing freeze pen, right?
No, I'm seeing view macros and record macro.
Okay, so let me go to, follow me, go to file, see file here, see file, click on file. Have you clicked?
Yes, sir.
You clicked on file. Down, you see option. Here. Are you seeing? Is my mouse even moving? Yeah, my mouse moving.
Yes, I'm seeing option.
Under account. Okay, so click it. I have it on my screen blocking, but I think we are good to go. Have you clicked options?
Yes, sir.
Then add-ins. See add-ins here. Add-ins. And once you do this, you don't need to do it again to be there. Add-ins. Are you seeing it?
No,
I've clicked
sir.
on it. Add-ins should be there. I can start afresh. You click file, then options. When you click option, this is what all you're seeing. Are you using Windows, right?
No, Mac.
What I'm showing now is on Windows, so it's on Windows. You know what? Since you are in the minority, just chat me up on WhatsApp after the lecture so that I can show you how to get the freeze pens. I'm using Windows. They have a slightly different,
Oh, okay, no problem.
method of finding whatever in the two distinct. But I can how to enable it in MacBook. Mine is follow com, so don't know. Let me check. It's saying go to tools menu, select Excel, add in, check the analysis toolbar box, and click OK. But later I will let you know about this, please, okay? So that we can move on.
Sir, thank you.
Please.
So, my own question. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Kudusi, go ahead, please.
So my own question is regarding this text to column. So let's say I have the same data set. I have names that are already separated into first name, middle name, and last names. And I want to bring it back into one column.
Okay, imagine.
So we usually concatenate to bring them back, which would require me to, do some kind of formula. There'll be no spacing. Can I still use text to column to bring that back after separation?
It's left to check. I think there's a function for that. How to merge, Abby? Merge 2 or 3 columns, Abby? Like you want to merge surname and let's say together in Excel.
Yes. So my question. can I still use, yes. My question is, can I still use the text to column to bring it back?
Let me check, because it's not what I use. I use a formula. But let me quickly check. We can do it here. Let me just check. There is a formula. I write it now that uses and to match, So
The hyperstand or concatenate.
Yes. But let me use text column.
I didn't want to use that because that's quite time consuming. That's why I thought if we could use the text column to still bring that back.
Let me check. No, you can't. This is a delimiting space. No. Wait. I did not choose cancel. I should choose two. Let me just choose these two. So let me experiment quickly on it. Yeah. So you cannot use text to column. It's a formula you use. For example, I want to merge matric number and this. But where do you want to do it? Let me say here. If I'm correct. So you write, any function you're writing, but we are now moving into another thing, but no problem. Any function you're writing in Excel, you have to put equal to. Equal is already invoking, telling Excel, wait for it. Function is coming out. So equal to. You go and click the one you want to come first. See, I'm moving I have not clicked yet. I'm just moving. I want this to come first in that merge. So I click on it, right? Then you click this sign, and is concatenation, as you rightly pointed out. And as you mean, join what is from this box, which box? A2, and what is in B2. So before you write the B2, of course, see this quotation mark. This quotation mark means a space. So add matric number, give a space. Then concatenation again, and then go and choose what you want to add, what you want to merge. So you are merging A2, A2 is this, and B2, this B2. But look at the middle of them, two concatenation formulas. Then at the middle is, in Excel, if you write quotation mark twice, it means a space. So enter. So let me widen it. Sorry, I didn't, no. Now here, space, B. To see it, automatic number. So how do you get the others? You click on it, come here, see my arrow was white, but when it becomes black, click black. Let me just stop here. Each person is joining. And actually, cool is see, this is not time consuming actually. This is fast. Once you master those and the quotation, it's very fast. And then you can also, let me check, instead of dragging, instead of doing what I say, cross change from white to black, if you click shift control down, will it get anything? No. Wait, let me. Okay, yeah, you double click on the black arrow. Okay, you double click on it. So, all right, Daniel.
I think if you drag it.
Yes, if you drag it down, yes. But if you are dealing with 500 people, 1 million people, will you be dragging down?
No, the plus key also works.
You can just double click on that stuff.
Yes, that's what I showed. You just double click.
But
the arrow must change. You double click. Even if you have 20 million there, it will come down, all of them. Yeah, so you double click. All right. So you threw me off a little, but that's fine. Then so what was I talking about? Yeah, okay, your worksheet. You have a sheet. Look down here, you see sheet 1. Okay, Daniel, yeah. All right, we are raising your hand, please. Go ahead. Question.
Okay, sir.
Don't worry, I will entertain all questions. Let Daniel first.
I'm trying to follow on. Yeah. So, sir, I'm trying to follow what you just do. The and A1 on D is not really working on my laptop. So I'm following, sir. Sir, please, can you please take it again?
Are you from Ijebode?
No.
Maybe.
No, sir.
Why are you saying no?
Can you take
Me,
it
I
again?
like Ijebode people.
I'm not getting it.
All right. Now,
so I'm not from Ijebode.
Now, see, you want to join this, right? You want to join this row and this row. So where do you want to join? You have to go and click here. Oh yeah, I don't want to click here. This is the first place I click. Let me go here, F, under F. Here, this way I want it to join. So the good practice is make sure it's on the same line, so you don't get confused with what you want to merge on the same line. So I've come there. My mind is telling me that you did not click equal to. You must click equal to first. After clicking that equal to, what do you want to merge? Matric first. I can decide to make Daniel first. In that case, I don't know, should I confuse or should I not? Let me go ahead with that. In that case, I will click this first. Click. I've clicked on it. B2. I'm slow so that you'll be following. I've clicked on it, B2. Then I will type and. All right. Then quotation mark. Shift the quotation mark. Oh, sorry. The quotation mark, make sure you create space between the two of them. Like that. And again. So this is the major structure. What you want to quotation mark and then you go and click the what you want to join it with. After that, that's enter on your keyboard. You've joined. At least to this extent, you should be able to do it. Should be able to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've been able to get it, sir. Thank you.
So now, as the lady suggested, they're absolutely correct. See my mouse. I move. See, I'm moving my white mouse. Plus, I'm coming to the edge down on the bottom. See, I change to black. Double click. Papa. It will wait. Guys, my own has refused. What happened? Wait. Or
It doesn't work sometimes.
What if you drag it down?
It doesn't work sometimes.
We drag it down.
No, we don't want to use the dragging down method now.
Okay, sir.
We want to why
twice. Tap twice.
Yeah. And now I double clicked it. Why? And someone said it doesn't work.
You need to move it to column E.
So there shouldn't be a space. There should not be a space in between.
Yes.
I see. So let me delete here. Okay. Okay. There shouldn't be a space. This sucks, man. Sorry. So okay, that's it. Then the madam that wanted to ask question, yes. Are you Adiogun Adejumoke? Raising hand.
Yes, good evening, sir. Thank you.
Good evening.
My question is actually what you did something initially when we're about creating using text column to separate the names. I just wanted to know, I understand the fact that we need to add few columns and then the number of columns we want the names to be. But I wanted to see how you moved the CA score and the exam score, because I think it was like in a jiffy you moved them to the other columns before you created those space. So that's what I wanted to ask. How did you do that?
Okay, it's copy paste. Let me delete this. I'm coming. It's just simple copy paste. Let me delete this column here. Okay. This was what we had.
Okay then.
This was what I just selected both that I want to, selected the columns, right? So not even copy paste is cut. So Control X, I've cut this. In Excel, unlike a Microsoft, where when you cut, it is still there until you paste it somewhere. When you paste it somewhere, then it will disappear. I've cut it C and D, and I'm placing it in E. I put my hand here, then I will click Control V, it will paste. Why did I move to E? Because I want C and D to be free for the potential splitting. So I'm now in E. Let me click Control V. It comes here. The other things I did was just I needed to shift this thing.
I didn't see you do that. It was very fast. That's why I thought there's another shortcut to do that.
All right, that's the problem with Adjust. Sometimes we assume that they understand what I did. I'll just do it quickly. Okay, so that was what was done. Okay, so worksheet. This one, yes. Nobody wants me to move to worksheet, so waiting to happen. Go ahead.
Sorry, sir. I just wanted to add that another way at which you can do that is to insert 2 columns to the left. So
yes,
that's also possible instead of
yeah, Abby.
Yeah, so you copy the two, and then you right click, and then you insert.
Yeah, where's my insert? Okay, because I've already done insert before. Wait, let me just click save. I'm coming. Okay, let me come back. 1 minute is saving. And that's not what you mean. I don't want to see whether I can. Oh, yeah, now. Wait, I want to show it to everyone. Windows, man. I want to save. Is asking me questions. Why can't you just save? Hey.
You don't have to save. Just cancel. Remove it from.
I want to that now, but it's still asking me for what I copy. Let me try it again. I want to do insert. Okay, it's there now. Yeah. So see, insert. Let me redo it. See, I came to here. Instead of the copy paste, I right click, just insert. If you see insert what you copied, it's not it to insert. It's insert. If you want another one, right click, insert. So you already have your 2 columns here to handle. Okay, thanks for that. So for worksheet, well, simple. Now here, this is raw data, right? And I don't want to tamper with this course. I want to go and do something on it. Maybe, I've looked at this score. These students are failing. Let me just add 10 marks. But you still return that your raw in case, just in case. Yes, Busola, your question?
Yes, sir. Not to draw you back, but you were trying to say something about add-ins the other time. So could you please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Add-ins. What do you mean? When I was trying to direct the lady that was using
Yes, you're trying to show. Yes, I think we're trying to recollect a particular set of tools we can enable.
It's 2-pack. 2-pack. TOOLPAK.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2-pack. But she wants it on MacBook. But what I'm presenting is on Windows. So I said she should just inform me. I can just send her where to go to get the 2-pack. Once it's enabled, you don't need to download or install anything. Once it is enabled, you'll be able to see your freeze pens. But if you already gotten it, you can also paste it on the chat so that you can also see and try it while she's still on here. So you have this score, you want to maybe manipulate some things there to add 10 marks or 5 marks, all right? So you click this. There are many things I can even show here now without looking at our slide. So see where I came. The title is sheet 1. Many things you can do here. Right click on it. See, many things. Let's start with rename. Rename should be the first thing. So I can call it raw. Anywhere it will be saved. So let me go again on here, right click, you go to rename, you type whatever you want. So let me write raw data. So these are raw data. Now you want to now it and you do whatever in another sheet. So sheet 1. So right click again on it. That's what I did. Let me go back, go there, right click, see, move or copy. Instead of you every time coming here to come and be dragging and be copying, just move or copy. See, move or copy. So it's telling you that this book, this is where you are. That's the name of your file. So you are doing nothing here. See here is very important. See here, create a copy. You click on it, create a copy. Do you want the one you are moving, you are creating to be the first sheet or the second sheet? Normally move it to the end. That's this one here. So your raw data, the first one you created is the first one, this is the second one. You click OK. See, second one has been created, and here right click, you can rename it something else. Manipulate. The word shouldn't sound bad though. It's not the manipulate you might. I can to play with the scores. Okay, so this is I'm clicking raw data. This is it. This is the one I want to manipulate. So here now I can be changing scores I want. Here, let it be 57. Here, let it be 30. Now bad students, so let me reduce the score. So, but at the end of the day, if while I want that, you go back to what was raw. You know what you had. So this is creating more than one sheet. What else will I show here? You can color them. I think that was in our slide. view color. So everything you're doing with your sheet is everything. It's right click. I've left the tools on the top is when you're now dealing with a particular sheet. But see, on raw data, right click, view, where is color? Color, call it red. This one, right click, color blue. It could help you to read it, more important, danger, etc. So this is your manipulate. So let me look at slide. What else did I say there? Moving worksheets within same workbook or to another workbook. So let me create another one. I'm coming. I want to move it now. Same thing we did before. Move to the end. Okay, if you want. So I can right click, rename, call it new. Okay, the one. You see there in the color like that one. So right click, where the color orange. All right. So in this new now, maybe I want new to come before manipulate. So you click on it, hold and drag. I'm dragging, see dragging. My hand is drag, left, right. I drag it here and drop it. Comes at the middle. Or I want raw data to come to the end. I will drag it to Jeleba, anywhere I want to drag it to come here, drop it. That's one. So this is a moving worksheet within the same workbook. Looking at the slide I was sharing today, the second one is moving it in another workbook. So in another Excel file, but I want to move this to another Excel file. So I think I need to create an Excel file, but let me see whether I will find anyone. So I want to move this to manipulate to another Excel file to become on its own. So move, same thing, right click, move. Now here I will have to tamper. Before I was not touching here because this was the file I was dealing with, this is the name. But now I'll click. All the workbooks you have in your system is there. Or you create a new book, see, new. I click on it. Can I? New book. I always like the word copy, just in case I don't understand what I'm doing. Let just there be a copy, just in case. Okay. See, a new file has opened. This is a new file. It has opened. A new file without manipulate alone. A new file has opened. Let me close it. It's warning me, don't save. So this is our old file. So I took one out, and that's I wrote create a copy. See, when I came here, move, new book, create a copy. See this one here. Why creating a new file? This one here. But if I did not create a copy, this will move to the new file. That's one. Then we said, so let's test it here. That if you delete a app, you will not be able to get it back. So let's test and see whether things have changed since then. So raw, let me delete this raw. Maybe they want to catch me that I changed. I say, no, come and check my system. Not, I come to raw. Everything is, ladies and gentlemen, right click. You'll be able to now play along, whatever. So let me check, is there any delete here? Delete. So there is a warning. Microsoft said, will permanently, in the way, delete this sheet. Do you want to continue? Yes, but we do Control Z and see what happens. Delete. It has deleted. So let me do Control Z. It doesn't come back. It does not come back. So you can imagine if this is what do you call it? Company files. Now bye you. So what I know in corporate settings, there is a way they will restrict your privileges. Like you will not even be able to delete anything. Talk less of recovery. So what we deleted is gone and gone forever. We cannot get it back. So the hypothesis still remains that once you delete a sheet from your Excel file, it does not come back. But if you delete a file itself, the whole file, of course, you can go to your recycle bin or do Control Z, redo what you did, and you get it back. Okay, so I think hiding your worksheet. You are doing a bad thing and you want to hide the worksheet. Or you want to protect your sensitive data. Hey, my wife was passing around, he heard me saying you want to do bad thing. And she started eyeing me. Now lecture they do. Okay, you are protecting your sensitive data. Or when you want to clean up your dashboard view, so you again right click. Let's go to this right click sheet. Right click, all we did it's gone. We deleted them, but it's okay. You right click, hide. I don't know what will happen. You hide it or move the selected sheet. You must first insert a new sheet. Okay. See what he's saying. There must be another sheet somewhere. You can't hide this. If you hide this, the only sheet you have here will be empty. Let me just create. This is a new sheet. You must not let it just be like that. At least something must be there. Second sheet. So let me go back. Right click, hide, hidden. So that's when you need to, rush out or want to do something or sensitive data. So and to unhide, we have to go to any of these sheets here. Click on hide. Telling you which one do you want to bring out. So assuming we hit so many, so many we list out here, you choose the one, comes out. Yes, we say so anybody can come to the system. Yes, but you are not only protecting it from your colleagues, not what we mean, but from strangers. Maybe you are working on your screen, somebody is standing at your back or whatever. Or at that moment you are called out. So you need to just at least the screen, let it go out. Do you understand? If you're a guy in the office or semi-orga, not everybody sits on your table, but people can look at your screen. So for someone to come and be touching it, that means you gave the person access to come and sit and be touching. But just to look, you have hid the document and they will not be able to see with their eyes. Okay. So remember, when you are dealing with large workbooks, the best practices are listed on your slide. One of them is use meaningful sheet names. Like this first one I wrote raw. You're not going to write a name that does not, you will not see and have an idea of what is there. So you can write student raw score. The next sheet, you can write attendance score added. Because, you name it in a way that it will be meaningful. That's using meaningful names. And use your consistent formatting. Let the tables, look more or less the same. Be consistent. You freeze pens for usability. Freezing pens is very important. Then you protect your important sheets and avoid too many blank sheets. See, I've created sheet. I create sheet 3. I create sheet 4. Yeah, I'm doing something on sheet 4, but on sheet 3, nothing is there. On sheet 3, sheet 2, I do something. Create a table and nothing is there. Okay. What's the time? 5 minutes. With 5 minutes, we should be able to mean and the rest. So common mistakes, you have the slide, you get them. Descriptive statistics, which is the last part of the lecture. If you have a number, you want to get the mean. So you follow up with the entry to see the number now. Okay, let me take an example. You want to get the average score, which many lecturers do. So you pick a place where you want the average score to show. Let me say I want it to show here. See here. This is where I'm clicking. And I hope you are still seeing my screen. Here. So
yes, you can see.
Okay, so you select the values. Maybe I don't want to select everything because the next thing you want to hear from me now is I said Shift Control select. No, maybe I want to select from here, from 44 down. So Shift Control from there. You are selecting. See, I want to get the average from this down. Maybe average of those that got A, average of those after you must have filtered. It only is those that score 45 and above, something like that average. So sorry, first you have to select the place. Ideally, first remove the place you want the average to show. So remember, function in Excel always starts with equal sign, equal to. Then I think when you start typing average, it will start showing you. It's not me that brought this. I'm typing average. A, V, E, R. It will be suggesting things for me. Is there any average here? Average, yeah. Average E. On the slide I'm giving you, that's the function. Average E. Let me click on it. Wait, it's not moving. It's moving. Oh, wait. Wait, let me start afresh. Equal to average. Okay. Then I will go and select from where. Let me say where all of them, no wala. And then drag. I'm dragging. Why is it not moving again? Okay, I've reached to the end, Abby. Yeah. Wait, I didn't drag or what? I'm coming, please. Okay, let me just take few numbers. Let me not take everything. Okay, let me just take from 26 down, the average. So let me click where I want it to be, equal to average. Here, I click. Wait, how do I select it? Okay, wait. Average.
Sir, you need to double click on that average. You need to double click on it.
Okay. I'm wondering. So I double clicked, then select from wherever. From 37, drag. Then remove your hand, go and click enter. Enter the average. And if you click on it, you'll be seeing the formula here. So on your slide, what you saw there is B2 colon B11. That means all the information from D44 cell to D54. D44, CD is the length, CD is the column, 44 is here, D44 column. So this is D44. From there down, is the average. Median, let me call here median. Median will be, again, equal sign, median, double click, then select from where you want. Let me do median for CA. Enter the median. That means median is what? When the numbers are arranged in ascending or descending order, the middle one. There's something I want to check. If there are even numbers, what happens? So let me check. Equal to median. Let's select even numbers. Numbers only. So it divides them, add and divide. So if you have an even number of ranges, it takes the two middle numbers, add them, divide by 2. Then last one, mood single. So there was a question that came. So we look at it now. We have to choose numbers that will match well. So we are seeing that 20 appears twice here to 24. Let's do mood for these 4 numbers first. See whether it will return 20 first. Then we move on with the other questions. Equal to, I've selected where I want it to be, equal to mood single. See it here on your slide. After it's written, double click. Then we say we choose from here 20, 22, 24. Enter. Gives us 20. 20 is the mode. All right. Let me take another one. Mode single. Sorry. Mode single, double click. Let me take just 20, 22, 24. There is no mode here. So what will it return? Return error. Yes. Error means there is no mode. It doesn't mean that you did something bad. Error means there is no mode. Now, question of where more numbers. Okay, so let me choose. The question he asked where there could be 2 modes. Let me take other numbers. Okay. 4. We have 2 modes, right? 6, 8, 30. Here we can see the mode 3 and 4 appears twice. So let's see. Equal to mode single choose. So this is consistent with what we are told in the lecture, that you pick the number that comes first. 3 came before 4. But however, what if the data is large? We would like to know others now. Why should we know only the number that comes first? So I suggested I will experiment that. So let's experiment equal to mode. Let's see whether there are other mode there. So okay, C mode here. Let's see whether it will do something for us. Select. It still gives us 3. Yeah, let me write it again. Mode multi. Okay, the first one should be the answer. 3, 4, this 8. Did I click well? Mode multi. Yeah. 43. No, wait. Yeah, this is correct now. Why? Equal to mode multi 3, 3, 4, 4, 6, 8. Okay, that's correct. It gives us 2 answers. I don't know. The Oga that asked the question, can you say hello? Do you remember your question? That if you have more than one mode and you want to see them, what do you do? So in fact, as I'm finishing this lecture, I will add it in case you have more than one mode. So see, it showed us 3. So the function you use is here, mode.mult means multiple modes. Or mode.sing means 1 out of the possible multiple ones. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I'm communicating.
Yes,
I hope
you
I'm
are,
communicating.
You are,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, so it's we're almost done. Yeah, so question just wait. I'm done almost. 3 slides remaining. Well, the 3 slides is about finding range. Remember, all these things are not just for textbook purpose, past exams. If you look at it deeply, you see applications in your various fields of engagement, your businesses. So you want to know maximum and minimum. The person who scored the highest score and the person who scored the lowest score, what was the difference? Or your sales, maximum sale you've done, which month you had your maximum sales, and which month you had your minimum, and what was the difference? So the formula is there. Let's say we pick. I'm going to check the maximum and minimum from an exam score. So range, that's what we call it, range, difference between highest and lowest. So again, equal to, that's that one I can't forget, maximum, from double click. Maximum of all these, we might not know, right? Until we click enter. It's 50. Okay, here, minimum. I'm not done, no, wait, so equal to minimum. Find the maximum. But I can write the formula together, but let me do it this way. Minimum of the same thing also. So what is range? Range is the difference between the two. So of course, you say it's 50, but the range now is this minus this, as you like. It might be equal to this minus this. This is 50 as the range. Or you can write out the formula straight away. Equal to maximum, of you drag it down. Then you are closing the brackets. Now more sophisticated minus minimum. You drag it again. Here I click on it. Okay. You drag it. Okay, it's already dragged. Drag it again. Then close the bracket. Click enter. You get it. Then variance. I will leave the rest for you. Variance. The same thing, the formula there is var.s on the slide. You pick your numbers, get your variance, your standard deviation, which is a very important statistical tool. The most important measure spread, that's standard deviation. Standard deviation is the square root of variance. So then you have others, minimum value, maximum value, just did it. Count, how many numbers are here? So there are many ways to do it, Sha. I can come here, select everything. That's the way I do it, Sha. Select. Now come down here, you will see here, screen already count. Tell me how many things you have here, count 53. But you can use the formula on your slide, equal to count, then you choose. But you can see it here count. Let's see whether it applies for text. It should, but let's see. Count 54. Why it's counted 54 now is I added the header. Okay. All right, so I think we have done enough, and we thank God for the progress. So any questions, please ask. It's already 8 o'clock. Okay, I read what somebody wrote down. No, in this case, the system is not, I don't know what I told you, it's not automatically taking attendance. Reason is, attendance is taken for those on Zoom. And once I enable it, I have enabled it. So it does not take attendance for those on YouTube. So the system will just take attendance of those that are registered on YouTube, on Zoom. Why those on YouTube will not be taking attendance of? That's why. But if your number, your original number of students that registered this course is less than 300, then I will have enabled Zoom registration and it will be taking your attendance automatically. I think I addressed this last lecture, and I said attendance is not compulsory. Everybody's an adult. Everyone knows what he or she wants, so you can't force the person to come to class or not. However, I'm the one that is cooking the food, right? So you can't force me to do what I shouldn't do. So you get your mark, fine. You get what you like, fine. You get what you don't like, fine. All right, in the absence of any questions, shall we call it a day today? Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming.
Sir.
Thank you so very much.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Sir, you're the best.
Hey, sir. Is it possible for us to get step by step of all these things that we've done, like as a slide, sir?
Yes, in the slide. Yes, that slide now, my slide. You know, my first hour, I organized it. My first hour was slide. I was speaking to slide.
Yes, I understand that. That it will explain explicitly step by step on how we can.
Yeah, but that's why you have the audio recording. I will send the audio recording too.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
I will send you the audio recording so you follow it. Trust me,
And
once you do it.
the YouTube is also there for us to always go and replay.
Yeah, the audio is there now, so you can always look at it. I shared my last audio now. I hope the course reps shared it.
Yes, you did.
He shared it.
May I know why is the number not much? From my calculation, it should be 700 or even 800 and something people. I hope all the course reps are doing their job, telling others that, there is lecture going on. At least, do we have all the class governors here?
Yes, I made majority of them as went to celebrate Valentine's.
They went for Valentine's.
Last week was it Valentine?
Doing so. How are you indicting people with Valentine?
Last week was it Valentine?
No,
I think the class last week was fuller than this.
Some people too are on YouTube.
Yeah.
They didn't
And
join
some people
school,
some people have even logged out. As we were saying tonight, sir, some persons have logged out.
All right, I know Valentine. Everybody wishing you love.
We're over to
Happy Valentine's to you there.
Thank you very much. That's why my madam came in, looked at me, and it was at the wrong time. Saying, if you want to do bad thing, go and hide this and that. So,
don't
going to the other room, sir.
Let me go and...
We are going to room 24024.
Oh, that's good. By November, we are going to see the results.
Sir, you are the best, sir.
Which result are you waiting for?
Go and relax with madam inside.
I will first go and eat. Thank you very
By
much.
November.
It's necessary, sir.
Enjoy yourselves.
Who is that? All right, sir. You are the best.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
What book is coming on?
Thank you
so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.